last month, I've been enamored with Super Mario Maker 2. This isn't a shock considering that nearly 10% of this channel's content is related to Nintendo's popular plummet, not including the videos where he gets a name drop. But here's the thing, what's got me hooked on Super Mario Maker 2 isn't that it's a steady stream of new Super Mario levels made by a community of creative level builders. Rather, it's when the game isn't Super Mario that I find most exciting. Let me explain. From Donkey Kong to Odyssey, Super Mario is a series that innovates. Whether this is how his adventures are presented, structured, or delivered. It's a series that can work on a controller with 16 buttons or 0 buttons, on a pea-green screen the size of a stamp, or the highest definition available. But for the past 15 years, things have felt a little, well, formulaic. At least in 2 dimensions. Whilst his 3-dimensional outings continue to play around with what a Super Mario game could be, since New Super Mario Bros., Nintendo have very much stuck to what a Super Mario game is. But that's fine, right? You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, I think this is a reason why many new players would rank Super Mario lower as a 2D platform mascot compared to, say, Rayman, Shovel Knight, Sonic the Hedgehog, or even his original arcade co-star, Donkey Kong. Even Nintendo themselves have found a way to be more expressive with the 2D Super Mario formula without Super Mario, as seen in 1996's Yoshi's Island and its slew of sequels, not to mention a string of Wario titles since the Game Boy. So it was a shock then that, as an incentive to upgrade over the original, Nintendo included the most exciting and innovative campaign a 2D Super Mario game has ever received. Hyperbolic, I know, so let me back that up. The story mode campaign is an interesting inclusion. On the one hand, its intent is to inspire would-be creators, see what the developers behind the real Super Mario games can do with a toolkit that you too can use. It's a shame that any ability to edit these levels is omitted, not to mention there's a few scenario types that are exclusive to the developers. But in 95% of cases, you can recreate what the team have done, or better yet, improve over it. But on the other hand, it's an invitation for Nintendo employees to be inspired by the toolkit they've built and the audience that made the most of it the first time round. They're not just building Super Mario levels as the thing, they're creating shoot-em-ups, puzzle games, sports games, racing games. They're honing in on a particular ability, power-up or quirk, and then building entire levels around it. Like this. And the best levels are the ones that aren't just moving left to right while avoiding obstacles. They're the ones that might require you to solve a non-linear objective, or find collectibles, or clear a room of enemies. In some cases, even the ones that remove Super Mario's most iconic ability, jumping. You will always have to reach a flagpole, but it's not as simple as moving straight ahead, and that's awesome. It's the first time that a 2D Mario has embraced the structure of 3D Mario. And a touch that I like is that, like the audience at home, Nintendo bundle these levels around a particular identity. Like a series of levels designed by a snot-nosed brat who really likes big, meandering puzzle fortresses. Or a piece of stationery that really likes erasing things. Or a frog that loves water levels. And at over 100 levels, there's a lot here to like. Though experienced Super Mario players may be waiting until later stages for a challenge. Combined with an almost steady stream of player built levels on the platform also, it's possible that you never have to run out of levels to play through. I mean, look at these. I hope that Super Mario Maker 2 is a sign of things to come from the developer of the Super Mario games. That new 2D games can find that weirdo charm of the old Game Boy games, or even the pre-New Super Mario Bros. Series. And hey, if they don't, well, there's always other creators out there who can.